Oh, what's up, nerds? Back with another video. In this video, it's another triple day. We've got Friday landscaping, Saturday more landscaping, and then Sunday some car goodbyes. So, started off this morning at the grocery store. You're like, what the heck? I thought this guy always starts with getting his breakfast bunny baby stuff. Well, yeah, I know. I didn't have any in the house. So first we got run to the grocery store, get my fatty baby his bananas, get him his blueberries and kale, all that stuff. What is this fucking shaky cam? Is this what's that movie, Cloverfield? Oh my god, shaky cam was terrible. And so I like to get the kale in the big bunches. What was that? Big munchy bulges? Where'd that word come from? But anyway, I get it in the big bunches. Oh my god, I almost said bulges again. But get it in the big bunches because it's cheaper than getting it in the bags and it's fresher. And I literally just take the big pieces and I just put it inside the backs. Backs? What am I, from Massachusetts now? But yeah, take it, get my banana runchies for the baby. Just bought the bananas, right? I got some blueberries as well because he's a big blueberry guy. Make sure that I cut the bananas so I don't have those pieces of the icky gross bananas. As you can see, the bed is made. This weekend was a little bit of a not standard weekend, meaning like I did not do the wake up, get the sun, do all of that. I mean, for the last 3 weeks, the vlogs have always had the exact same structure. And so this one did not have the exact same structure. And Dyrone hates being combed. I mean, he loves the after comb feel, but he hates being combed. So that's why he's not running up and for his bananas immediately, because he's like, hey, you just want to comb me. I know you want to comb me. See? And he just runs away. It's like, Dyrone, you love being combed. Why are you complaining? Like, literally. So I do get a little bit of his furry hair knots. That's something with bunny rabbits, with lion heads specifically. You've got to make sure that they don't mat their hair up like crazy. So I get in there and I just pinch it apart and just break it. And look at it. He's PTSD'd. He's like, hey, no, get the fuck away from me. I don't want you to touch my head. And it's like, whatever, okay. But he is, as you know, banana addicted, so he does obviously come back around. He could not ignore the bananas. You see, he's like, oh, okay, he's gone, the bananas are mine. So I normally don't do breakfast. I'm normally a fruit in the morning kind of guy. I'm not like an intermittent faster, none of that shit, right? But for me, I know my body, if I'm going to be doing stuff, if I need to have energy, I can feel the difference between my body when it's got fuel and my body when it doesn't have fuel. So today, normally a day that I don't eat breakfast, but we're loading up on protein. We've got a whole bunch of potatoes, a whole bunch of steak, and so I pack it all up so that I can kind of fry all of the potatoes at the same time, because normally they give you too many potatoes and they're like soggy if you try to fit them all. So that's why you saw me kind of stacking them on the top and around of the plate and very delicately put it inside the air fryer, because then I can get these super good, super crispy potatoes. And steak can never go wrong with just a bunch of really nice steak. Not nice. I mean, this is kind of honestly like a cheaper cut. But throw that in the air fryer for 11 minutes is normally my go-to. And so, like I said earlier, we're going to be doing a bunch of landscaping stuff. So, got to sharpen up the axe. I've got my little grinder thing, and usually gets a pretty good cut on it, or a pretty good edge on it. So, grind up both my axes. I only have the little one clipped because the big axe I actually did the night before. And so, thought it would be appropriate to include a little bit of Il Subi, because we got it from an Italian diplomat, so that's why it's got the Italian. And that car did fit a lot of shit in it, and it is going to stink not having a Subaru Outback, because it did. I mean, you can fit the universe in a Subaru Outback, I'm convinced, and it served me extremely well. And I'll go into in the future, why it needed to be, sayonara'd. But yeah, and then, got my delicious steak and potatoes for the ride. But then we're going to drive down and do some landscaping. And instead of just me talking over the landscaping, I thought we'd throw a little bit of music into this vlog. So we're going to first look at this crash that was pretty brutal, and then landscape and custom trees to some music. So I will talk to you guys in a little bit.
decision is in is brought to you by Nomadic. Visit nomadic.com/UFC for your chance to win 2 tickets and an all expenses paid trip to UFC 314 in Miami. Nomadic, luggage built different. One final time tonight, here is Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 48-47, and 48-47 for the winner by unanimous decision. And new undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ankalaev.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the winner and new UFC light heavyweight champion, Muhammad Ankalaev. It's been a long time coming. It took so long for you to get this.
All right, so now we're going to do some more landscaping. First things first, you already know, wake up and make the bed. But for this part, going to do some more music because we got some bangers. So enjoy a little bit of music, and I will be back soon. All right, welcome back. That was a fun, quote unquote, landscaping job, but actually it was pretty fun. All I did was throw on music and just chop a bunch of stuff, get a good exercise, do a whole bunch of cleaning. After that, hit the gym. I didn't get an inside view. This is obviously the leaving, but got a nice hot tub soak. And then now it's Monday, baby. Time to say goodbye to the Subi. Time to clean up everything about the house. Time to get a little bit of a lifting session in because now we just did a nice juicy arm day slash deadlift day, you know, with all of the deadlifting all the bags and chopping all the trees and everything. And it's time for the final supper, the final breakfast at Rockland Bakery in the car. All right, well, here it is. I didn't record any of it just because I'm kind of in a slight rush today and just could not handle the extra hour it would take to set up all the angles. But the car is officially empty. No backseat mods, no inside under armrest mods. All the bumpers are off. And Il Subi is being retired. Great car. It's just a shame that nerds with all sorts of ideas for what software they think is good and what mods they think is good and all this other crap, because physically wise, great car, Subaru Outback, can't complain. Just whoever decided to put all this software and all this bullshit inside this car, man, fucked with it too much for my liking. I mean, the entertainment system, all the different little things that they have inside, the auto start, the whatever gears they think, like, you know, this car's got fucking 7 gears, 8 gears in it. It's like whatever happened to 6-speed, you know, like, and just the way that the seat belts work with the weight of people in it, the way that this thing beeps, the Jesus Christ, there's just so much about this car that just the software in it. It's like, who decided you should put this shit in here? And drives great. With it's loud as fuck. That was my alarm. So it's loud as fuck. It's constantly trying to steal your Bluetooth even when you don't want it to. It's just even if you get your car, even if you buckle your seatbelt and do all the safety shit, it'll still beep at you until you turn it off, open the door, turn it back on again. It's just like, there's just so much software in here and so much stuff that is for safety, but it's just so impractical and it's so terrible and it makes it such a miserable drive. And like the stay in between the lanes shit is constantly pulling you left and right. It feels like you're playing a video game where you're driving, you're using $100 steering wheel, and it's just like, man, this car model, the 2019, 2020 of this car is incredible. The 2023, it's just not it. I love you, baby, but it's time to say goodbye. So, Il Subi has been one hell of a machine for getting the boys around, ski trips, bringing stuff for camping trips. I mean, in just a year, it's not even been a year. It's been like 10 months I've had this car. It's been an absolute champion, and sucks, but time to say goodbye. All right, R.I.P. El Subieri. It was a good car and treated me super well. And shout out to Subi Outbacks, baby. But no time to waste. Time to get into the gym, get a juicy workout in, just getting a nice little stretch going. One of my goals is to be able to do like a Van Damme split. So I just kind of work on stretching myself out, a little bit further every day, and get myself lower body a little bit warmed up, because upper body, we're about to do some warm-up boxing, baby. You already know. It's not a Zoom boxing day. It's a workout day. I'm actually, as I'm recording, I'm going to be going and recording a Zoom boxing video after this. So just literally throwing punches, just getting a nice all the way back arm pull, getting a nice all the way forward punch, just feeling good, making sure my rotation feels good, transferring a little bit of power, but nothing crazy. And it looks kind of crazy in full speed, doesn't it? Right? But then, so juicy arm day. My favorite things to start arm day with are just pull-ups and dips, as many as I can do. And right now I'm on the assisted machine, which is broken. So that's why we've got the bands on it to kind of help us out there, because I don't. So, I mean, when you're stronger, super strong, and you can do like, 10 plus body weight, pull-ups, hey, go for it, right? That's a higher level than I'm at. But for right now, I'm working back up to that. So that's why we're doing assisted. That's why we've got the bands, because the goal is to get 8 plus, and I definitely cannot do that without the assist yet. And so after we get that done, we're doing tricep extensions, and we're going to be using the rope, and then we're going to be using the triangle push, like triangle metal like thing. And after that, we're going to be using the straight bar. So 3 tricep workouts. And if you really want to be super, super ultra efficient about it, you probably could superset. You could probably switch in between, but it's a pretty busy day at the gym today. And I just wanted to, keep it going, just so I didn't, take up a whole bunch of space for other people. I end up, when I'm not using the ropes, I can go a little bit higher weight, so raise up the weight a little bit. And literally, we're just doing 4 sets of 10, just about. I end up moving my hat backwards. I'm like, why did I not do this earlier? Because the bar, or the, it was right there in front of my face. And so get some nice, strong, controlled tricep pushdowns, where I'm really focusing on the pushing with the triangle grip. With the rope, we're focusing on the flaring of the wrists out when you get to the bottom of the pull. And then with the push, we're focusing, with the flat bar, focusing again really on controlling that tricep push as best as we can. And it's just, it kind of is like the bottom and the middle of the tricep, because the front of the tricep is just like impossible for me to hit, And then after that, switch it over to bicep curls. Again, we're just doing a juicy arm pump day. And the big thing that I'm focusing on right now is keeping my core tight and lifting up the bar all the way to my head, and really focusing on keeping my shoulders down, kind of keeping my shoulders back a bit as well, really making sure that I'm getting a good range of motion with the biceps and a real long amount of time under tension. And I think this was just such a juicy, absolute juicy day. And then end with some reverse tricep pulls, I guess is what you'd call them. Not exactly positive, to be honest. And then finish it out with one last super ultra juicy bicep curl. And that's pretty much, this week. After that, go into the sauna. Got my sauna treatment up on the screen. Just like to do the same kind of routine. Don't just sit in the sauna. If you can, switch it up with some cold showers in there. And after that, just go home and sleep. Get ready for the next day. So more videos to come. Like if you liked. Follow and subscribe. Thanks for watching.